Cuidado! Cuidado!
The Algarve woke up in chaos. A violent tornado tore through the coastal city of Albufeira on November 15, 2025, leaving behind a trail of destruction rarely seen in Portugal. In just minutes, the force of the wind turned the tourist landscape into a scene of emergency. Buildings collapsed, caravans were overturned, and several hotel complexes suffered severe damage. Authorities confirmed one fatality, an 85-year-old British woman, and dozens of injuries. The first circulating images showed crushed cars, structures ripped from their foundations, and streets blanketed with debris as the storm continued its uncontrolled advance.
Oh shit, it's a tornado!
The phenomenon formed suddenly over the southern coast, fueled by the extreme conditions brought by Storm Claudia, a low-pressure system that had been affecting the entire Iberian Peninsula. Between 10 and 11 a.m., weather radars detected unusual rotation off the coast, but its rapid intensification prevented a timely warning. When it made landfall, the tornado struck with full force in the area of campgrounds and hotels, right at the peak of tourist activity. In moments, the winds destroyed light structures, hurled objects through the air, and uprooted trees that blocked roads and delayed rescue teams. The Ola Camp campsite was among the hardest hit areas. Several mobile homes were reduced to scrap metal, and residents struggled to escape through piles of twisted wood and steel. Emergency crews worked under heavy rain to free trapped people and transport the injured to the nearest hospital. Meanwhile, at the Eden Resort tourist complex, the impact was also severe. Part of the building collapsed, glass walls shattered, and hallways were strewn with shards and debris. Among the injured were tourists of various nationalities, including minors, though most suffered only minor wounds. At the same time, the storm continued battering other Algarve cities, such as Lagoa and Ferragudo, where significant property damage was reported. In Lagoa, huge trees were torn out by their roots and thrown onto the streets, cutting off electricity. In Ferragudo, the wind destroyed camping areas and left several structures unstable. Local authorities urged residents to stay indoors and avoid traveling through the most affected zones. Throughout the day, Civil Protection received hundreds of emergency calls linked to the storm, from flooding to partial building collapses.
Oh my! Meu Deus! Não, mas tem tornado!
The Portuguese Institute for Sea and Atmosphere later confirmed that the weather conditions were favorable for tornado formation. The combination of warm, humid air from the Atlantic with a cold upper air mass created intense atmospheric instability. Meteorologist Paula Leitao explained that the phenomenon was brief but extremely violent, with gusts exceeding 150 kilometers per hour. The districts of Faro, Setúbal, and Beja were placed under orange alert as emergency services worked to contain the damage across several regions of the country. National authorities reported more than 3,000 incidents related to Storm Claudia, most of them caused by flooding, fallen trees, and structural damage. In Lisbon, days earlier, 2 people had lost their lives after a flooded home collapsed, increasing concern about the storm's overall magnitude. In the Algarve's case, priority was given to assisting victims, restoring essential services, and assessing the risks of collapsed buildings. Rescue teams, firefighters, and medical personnel remained deployed throughout the day.
My God!
Black Friday.